sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, you know, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
You know, as long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, you know, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. You know, those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination and weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm, because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you try hard enough, you're bound to come out on top, just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, you know, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, you know, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard fucking work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm, because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, And I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you try hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing.
Hey guys, how we all doing?
This is Lance Lisciotti with the MakeaScoreTour, joining us for the 2024 Palmer Byrd Cup. Sydney, don't worry, I'm here. How you doing? Just finishing up a little snack before I got on the mic. And so match one here is the team match. Every player will play one rack. I don't think she got a rail there. Yep, ball in hand. So we have Dave Massey there. He's going to be the referee. So Jocelyn here with ball in hand. So the format is, it's a race to 7 sets, and every set is a race to 5. We'll be seeing 9-ball singles and Scotch doubles, 8-ball singles and Scotch doubles, and 10-ball singles and Scotch doubles, as well as this opening team event. So Jocelyn makes the one. Plays looks like a pretty nice safety on the 2-ball there. So we have both captains playing here. That was a great shot there by Erica. And it looks like she's got a nice look at the 3-ball on the side. Might have only a part of the pocket with the 8-ball there. Oh, so she elects to play the combo. Good shot. Little back cut here. Always makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh, makes a good shot there. Flirts with the side, but got away with it. Looks like she'll probably just roll this one in. And as long as the cue ball doesn't go too far forward, should provide a pretty nice angle to go from the 5 to the 6. Yep, very well done. Ooh, overcut that one a little bit. So Jocelyn with a great opportunity now. Strike first. Wants to get about where the cue ball is now would be ideal, but no, it's okay. Still has a shot, but it's tougher than she was hoping for. Now, if you do make the 6, you probably end up with pretty natural position for the 9-ball in the same pocket, but it's very missable. Oh, great shot. Fell a little bit below the 9, but now she has a good look at the side, or even the corner if she wants, but looks better for the side. So, great shot there, and Jocelyn gets her team on the board first. Hurricane Hurleys strikes first. Takes a 1-0 lead in this opening race to 5. Oh, pretty good break there, but failed to make a ball. Good shot there in the one, flirting with the side. We got away with it. Has a pretty good look at the two, but it's definitely missable. Oh, great shot there. Put a little bit of right hand English on it. Has a nice look here now with the 3-ball. Now this is very tricky. Yeah, outside pocket was big there. She was trying to draw beyond it, I believe. So ball in hand. Pretty balls. Oh, a little opening jitters there. You can see she looked back at the cue like maybe sometimes your hand hits the table when you go forward to strike the cue ball there. And something goofy like that might have happened there. She looked back at her hand. Nice shot there. Got a little bit steep of a back foot here on the 6. Makeable, but it's very tough. And you're not guaranteed a shot at the 7 either. Oh, great bank shot. Take another look at that one. This was very well struck. Yeah, very nice confident stroke there. Kept the cue ball well controlled. Oh, don't want to get too close to your work here. Oh, looks like a very nice look at the corner though. Follow through the 8-ball, a little bit of high English, and take a little cut on the 9. Cue ball looks like it might be tracking a little bit towards that side pocket. She might have to draw a little bit out of it. And that draw, she miscued or got a little bit underneath the cue ball there. And gave up a pretty good looking shot. Needs a little bounce there, no problem. And just like that, gets it done. I'll be right back, guys. Something going on with the scorekeeping, not updating correctly. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we got that sorted out. Should be all good now. So, 1-1, race to 5. So now I believe we should have Farrah Kirk and Emily Smith at the table. So she's making short work of this rack so far here. I thought that was the 4 ball at the bottom left, but it must not be if she's shooting the 5. What is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a foul. Yeah, I think she shot the wrong ball. She did, yeah. It happens every once in a while. We've all done that before. So now Farrah with ball in hand. Oh, a little opening jitters there. Pretty common. First rack of the day. So it looks like she's going to have to kick to the left long rail. Don't see many other options here. And it was close, but no cigar. So now Emily's going to have ball in hand. And looks like a safety's coming up here. Well done. Very good shot. Oh, great kick, but found the drink there. So Emily's going to have ball in hand. And I believe Farrah's on 2 fouls now. Corey, thanks for liking the stream. Appreciate you. Rob, thanks for liking the stream. So Emily looking good here. Got a nice little angle to go towards the 7. Wants to keep an angle to go from the 7 to the 8. Yep. So she's got plenty of angle here. Gotta be a little bit careful you don't use low left and draw into the side pocket. See that happen quite a bit. And she misses the 7. Well, Farrah's going to have an opportunity here. She can draw, she can go follow, but the 9 ball's kind of in the way, so I like draw. Yep, she liked it too. Now this is going to be very, very difficult. This is very tough. Yeah, she had her hands full there. Watch outside pocket. Okay. So Emily with a good looking shot here. Well done. Needs a little good jump there. She got it. She should be able to take care of this 9-ball here. Well done. And that puts her team up 2-1 in this opening team match, race to 5. So next up for Testas Typhoons, we're going to have Leah Corrigan. And for Hurricane Hurleys, we're going to have Renee Lafferty. 2 Rax regulars here. So Renee with the break makes the wing ball, makes a random ball, but I don't know if she's gonna have a look at the 2 in the top right corner. She might have a rail first if she can't see the 2-ball clean, but I think she can see it clean. It's pretty close. Yeah, she appears to be able to. That 3-ball's in a super tough spot to get a good looking shot next though. Okay, so misses the 2, gives up a look. And watch outside pocket. Oh, found the drink there. So now Renee's gonna have ball in hand. 3-ball. So ball in hand here. That's a nice angle to go from the 3 to the 5. Yep. Oh, is that the 4 or the 8? Oh, that's the 4-ball, okay. I thought that was the 8-ball, but it's the 4. So got a little thin on it. It's still makeable, but tougher than she would have liked. And makes a great shot there. And looks like she has pretty decent look at the 5 in the side. It's a small pocket coming in from that angle. You got to hit this one perfect. Really good. Yeah, that was tough. That wasn't going to be easy. And then the leave on the 6 wasn't going to be a duck either. It was going to be tough. And she didn't give up a very easy shot at all. She gave up either a super thin cut in the side or a cross-side bank. Leah went for the cut. And I think Renee has enough of this to try to pocket it in the top right. If not, she would have to play maybe a 3-reel safety of some sort. But I think she has enough to go after it, and she did. Wants that cue ball to slow down. Well done. Now, this is not an easy shot, but if she makes it, cue ball, that 9-ball is going to be big to get shape on the 7. Cue ball looks like it wants to go around the left side pocket, which would be blocked by the 9 ball. Yep, so hit a little fat and found the side pocket. So now Leah finds herself with a pretty good opportunity here. Ball in hand on the 7. Give yourself an angle to get to the 9. This is a little straight for my liking. I would like to see her give herself a little bit more angle. But that was well done there. That was a great shot. And great shot there on the 9. And that's gonna knot us up 2-2. Next we're gonna have Diana versus Jen Sylvester. Elise, thanks for sharing the stream. Jen with a pretty, great safe there. This is going to be a really tough ball to hit. Might have to go in between the 4-6 and kick from the bottom rail here. I mean, that looks like a pretty natural path. Yep, well done. So Jen's got some options here. She can try to cut the 1 in, but very difficult, especially being over the 6 ball. She could play safe. The 9 ball's over there. And she's going to give up a look here. Now, Diane's got to be careful here, because sometimes you make this 1 in the side, and that cue ball goes down and scratches in the bottom left. Vinny, thanks for sharing the stream. Okay, so well done there. Now this is super tough. This 2 to the 3 is extremely tough. Yeah, so she was trying to get some draw on the ball to draw back a little bit and force her to miss the 2 ball. Now, Jen might be able to see the 2. If not, she's got a pretty easy kick off the right long rail. Well, she did have enough of it and made a great shot there. She can see the 3, but doesn't have a good look at it, so I expect to see a safe here. Chris, thanks for liking the stream. Oh, look at this shot. Oh, Shotsky. I don't know if she's got to look at the 4. It's really close, but let's take another look at this one. What a great shot that was. And looks like she does have enough of the 4. It's close, though. And gets that done. And now has a tough look at the 5. It's doable, but it's tough. There's a scratch in the side she's shooting from. She's got to be wary about. And hit the ball good, but she hung that one. So now Diane with a good opportunity. 5 to the 6. Anytime a ball's hanging like this, it can be pretty tough to play pinpoint position from it. She'd like to get almost like where the 9 is, but away from it. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that's a good spot to be. got a little straight, but yeah, and that 7 you could tell was going to be a problem. It would probably took away half the pocket or so. So Jen with a good look at the 6 here. And a little bit outside. And she gave up a look as well. Got to be wary about the cue ball here, though. If you just pocket the 6, you have a big chance of getting hooked by the 9. So you want to pocket the 6 and make sure that 9 doesn't get in the way. And a little bit outside there. So she was probably very concerned about the 9 ball there. And she got a pretty good bump there. The 9 is now locked up the 7. So Jen pockets the 6. And there's a cross corner bank on the 7 in the top left corner, but it's very difficult. There's a kiss with the cue ball. I don't really see any easy safes. This is pretty not good spot to be in. She went with the bank, which I don't blame her. And I think she gave up a look here. Now, if you're Diane, excuse me, chat, you want to pocket the 7 and then come out for the 8 on the side. You do have a nice angle, it appears. Oh, she might have to kick. I don't think she can see the 7. Yeah, yep, she was hooked. Had to kick. And it's going to give a ball in hand here. And Jen with ball in hand. Great opportunity. And whoopsie, might have found herself behind the 8 ball here. And she would have a kick if she can't see it. Now, got to be careful about scratching on the side. Yeah, that side was big there. So Diane with a great opportunity now. Pocket the 8, roll forward a little bit, take the 9 in the top right. Overrolled it just a little bit. But gets the job done. Nice shot there. And 3-2 lead now for Testas Typhoons. So now the rotation is going to reset to captains Erica and Jocelyn. Yeah, Ben, I believe jumping is allowed. As far as I know, it is. Thanks for liking the stream. Oh, Jocelyn to break. Makes the 1 ball on the side. Looks like she's going to have a look at the 2. A little thin. No, it's pretty good. A little thin. Ronnie, thanks for liking the stream. So pockets the 2. Is going to have a look at the 3 in the same pocket, but it's tough. She's long and straight, close to the rail. 4 ball is in a good area for her next shot, whether it be the side or the corner, most likely the side. Oh, great shot. Great shot there. That was very well struck. So now she's got to look at the 4 on the side. But, cue ball and the 5 ball's in a terrible spot. I mean, you're basically playing to make the 4 and play safe on the 5. Oh, look at this. Did she find the perfect window? I don't think so, but hell of an effort, I'll tell you. That was almost perfect. And I had 0 room for error. Now, yeah, I was going to say, the safety, normally there you just hit the 5 hard and you 3-rail it and stick them behind the 7-9, but with that 6 ball at the bottom rail, it was like right in the way of that shot, which was a little unfortunate for her. She almost made a beautiful shot getting that small window on the 5, so. But Erica, with a great opportunity now, comes out for the 6. Now, this 7 ball is in a pretty poor location. Sharon, thanks for liking the stream. It looks like the 7 does go in the top right corner, but she doesn't have a real good angle to get the cue ball where it would have to be to have a good look at the 7 in the top right. So now she's looking at pocketing the 6, going through with the cue ball and trying to land really tight to that rail, and you also flirt with the side. Okay, so she decided to change her mind, and looks like she's playing either for a bank in the side or a safe. I would assume a safe using the 9 ball. Thin the 7, bring the cue ball down table a tiny bit. Yep, just like that. And maybe gave up a piece, but well done. Good shot. Definitely didn't give up a look in that right side pocket. Jocelyn, if she can see this edge of the 7, would love to be able to try to cross side bank it, but the 8 ball looks like it's in the way. So she's in a tough spot here. Not much jumping out at me. Oh, almost made a great shot there. 7-8 might have got a little funny here. Josh, thanks for liking the stream. So Jocelyn, I'm sorry, that was Erica. Yep, Erica didn't have many options there, so she just leaves them tied up. And Jocelyn's probably going to do the same thing, thin it and try to use the 8 ball, but it's very touchy. She'll probably give up an edge. Oh, she hit it just about as good as she could have, and she probably did give up like the slight edge, but I don't know if it's worth gambling because it's super hard to hit the edge. She might kick from, yeah, I think she's going to kick from behind it. Travis, thanks for liking the stream. So maybe she's looking at kicking by the 9 ball now. Or, maybe 2 rails out of that corner. Top right corner. Yeah, I think that's what she's doing. 2 rails. Something along these lines here. Oh, she went high up. It's not going to get there. But Jocelyn doesn't have too much to do here, even with ball in hand. I mean, yeah, I think this is the correct decision. Thin the 7, do the same thing, and I mean, maybe even get to 3 follower doing this 3 times in a row. I mean, if she keeps kicking and missing it, I'd probably do the same thing. Now she probably gave up the edge enough to where Erica will feel confident enough going straight at the 7 and getting the edge compared to the previous shot she had. Speed's going to be, you really want to hit this one pretty soft, because if you overhit it, you might give up a look at the 7 in the top left corner next. So you really want to slow roll this and just feather the 7 and let the cue ball go top rail. Okay, so that was a clever shot too. She overhit it, but she was cutting it into the rail and wanted it to settle up here while getting the cue ball down here to have a good 5 feet of separation. She hit the 7 a little full, causing it to sell out to that top right corner. But it was a fine effort. And look at this. Jocelyn misses the 7. Might even find the drink here. And look at this. The tide's turned really fast there. So Erica now ball in hand on the 7. Looking to put her team on the hill. This opening set. Team match. Race to 5. Race to 7 set format. Ooh, just a little bit outside there. Hit it pretty good, but this is a diamond table, so you got to hit them great. There's not much room for error on these tables. Now Jocelyn with an opportunity here. Like to see her use a little bit of right hand English. Yeah, well done. Pete Genovese, what's up, buddy? All right, Jocelyn. Tough 9 ball here. And she go. Watch out. Watch out, Whitey. Oh, and she made a great shot on the 9, but I think she used a little bit of inside English there. And the cue ball found the drink. Follow, thanks for liking the stream. So it looks like Erica, ball in hand here, gonna put her team on the hill. Opening set, 4-2. And just like that, she does. Okay, so on we go. We have Crystal Heath and Amanda Susi. Give me the rundown, Pete says. So, opening match, team event, race to 5. It's a race to 7 sets, race to 5 games per set. 2024 Palmer Byrd Cup. First set of semifinals. The next set of semifinals will be next weekend. Then the finals is like a month or two after that. So she went for a 1-9 combo there, opening shot, and I don't blame her. So she could bank the 1. She could try to cut it. I think she's banking. Okay, she did cut it. And it was very tough. Look at this shot. Great cut shot there. Let's take another look at that one. That was very thin. That's the second really, really good cut shot we've seen so far in this opening set. And makes a great shot there on the 2. Uh-oh. Okay. Now she could bank the 3 back to where the cue ball is now, but it's a little wild because it's just hard to get a look at the 4. But it's really her only shot, and gets a little love off the 5 ball. Matt, thanks for liking the stream. Now what? Can razor cut thin the 4 down the rail. Maybe it banks, but I don't think so. Probably trying to cut it down the rail. Yep, I don't blame her there. That was very tough, though. Chris asking, who is on Testas Typhoons? So, we have Captain Erica Testa, Crystal Heath, Farrah Kirk, Leah Corrigan, and Diana Perugino. That is, and then for Hurricane Hurleys, we have Captain Jocelyn Hurley, Amanda Susi, Emily Smith, Renee Lafferty, Jen Sylvester, and we had one of their players couldn't make it, but it was Christina LaPlante, or LaPlante, not sure the pronunciation. So can Testas Typhoons close it out 5-2? There's Hurricane Hurleys going to fight back here and get a little closer, 4-3. Great shot there. Not much of a look at the 5 here, though. Gonna have to kick. I like probably the 2-rail kick here, like this. Looks pretty good. It was tough, though. No matter which way she went, it was going to be tough. So, just so you guys know, in between every set, there'll be about a 10-minute break. Some players will be playing back-to-back matches, so it's nice to give them a little breather in between matches. But we do try to keep the action rolling. As you see in the bottom center of the screen, we do have a 40-second shot clock. So that helps keep the action moving. There is a singles match. This is a team event, so there's a team match, I'm sorry. And then there's singles matches and Scotch doubles. So the next match after this is going to be 8-ball doubles, and it's going to be Erica Testa and Farrah Kirk for Testas Typhoons against Jocelyn Hurley and Jen Sylvester for Hurricane Hurleys. I will give you a little preview of what's to come here, but can't give you too long of a preview here. In between racks, I'll keep flashing it. Oh, watch out. Okay, well done. And little tester here. You can play it in either corner. My preference is the top left. But if you do play it in the top right, it's better position for the 9. It's basically just, yeah, that's why she did that, and she hit that. Great. Looking to pocket this 9 ball. Yeah, well done. Oh, watch out, Whitey. And she gets it done, and Hurricane Hurleys keeps the train rolling here. Now we're going to have up Farrah versus Emily. Jane, thanks for liking the stream. So good looking break there. Not a good looking shot at the 1 though. But she can see it. Got to be careful here because if you make a mistake, your opponent could run some balls. They lay pretty good. And pretty good, so great safety there. So I expect a kick from the top rail. And you could even go behind it and go 2 rails. A little bit outside there. Can give a ball in hand. So Emily with ball in hand here. So held up for the 3 in the bottom left corner next. She needed an angle to bring the cue ball towards the bottom right side of the table. She might have gotten a little bit more of an angle than she wanted. Let's see. And needs that cue ball. Oh, well done. Very well done. That's a great look here at the 5. Play the 7 in the same pocket, 8 in the side, 9 in the bottom left. Well done. Great stroke there. Got perfect on this 8 ball. Has a nice natural angle to come down a little bit for the 9 in the bottom left. It was a nice confident stroke. Hit that very good. Would like to have seen her get a little bit more off that rail. But the way she's hitting the ball. No problem. And that's forcing Hill. So we got a opening set sweat fest here. And we are going, who do we have up next here? Renee and Leah, I believe, is going to be playing the Hill game here. Yeah, I believe that's Leah that's stepping in to break. Yep, sure is. So Leah to break in this opening set Hill game. Very nice break. Wing ball went right in. Has a very nice opening look at the 1. But the 2 ball is in a terrible spot. Just about as bad as it could have been. Bad of a spot on the table as it could have went. So tried to develop something there. Develop something there on the 2 ball. Forced her to miss the 1, but didn't really give much up here. Renee can see the edge, might attack it and try to cut it in just because basically that's the only edge you can see anyways, but it's very difficult. And very difficult to get a look at the 2 afterwards as well. So she elects to play safe, and look at this, what a beauty that was. She really got her locked up behind that 6. So first sighting is a 3 railer behind the 1. Oh yeah, if you can get the bottom rail, even better. I thought the 6 was cutting that off, but yeah, that's the way to go. And she hit it well, but it was tough and just missed it. So Renee with ball in hand. She's got options with how this 2 ball lays. She could go after the 1-9. She could try to 3 foul Leah. She has all the options she could ask for here. You can try to run out, but it's just very difficult to get good shape on the 2. I would go for either the 1-9 or 3 fouls personally. Now she's gonna play position for this cross-side bank, but I don't think with this angle that she has right here, I don't know if this 2-ball banks. If it does, you have to load it up with a bunch of right-hand English to avoid the double kiss. That's what she's looking at now, is how close is it to the rail, because that opens up the double kiss. So yeah, she did not have the bank, so she said, you know what? I'm just gonna play safe. It looks like she hit it very well. So Hill opening match, 2024 Palmer Byrd Cup semifinals. And Leah kicks at it and misses. It was tough. And this out is tough. I mean, she's the favorite to get another opportunity. The 5-ball is the big issue here, you know. If you go through the 2, 3, 4, it's tough to run out. I mean, that 5-ball is just in a very bad spot. Oh, 2-ball down. And look at this. So now the 5-ball is open. Mr. Usello in the chat. What's up, brother? Thanks for the commentary last night. So Renee has a look at the 4, but this is very touchy. I think she would like to pocket the 4 in the top left corner and try to thread the needle and get in here. Oh, now she ran into the 5 and... Oh boy. So I don't think the 5 goes by the 6. I don't think the combo is worth even attempting, but you might be able to play the carom with the cue ball off the 5 into the 6, pocketing the 6, and if you make it, it pushes the 5-ball over in this area and you get a look next, but it's very, very tough. So she elected to play safe, and I really don't blame her at all, because that carom is very easy to miss, and it has to lay just right, so it probably did not lay right. And she didn't bury her behind the 6, but she really didn't give up much. Yeah, that was tough. And look at this. Look at this. So Leah didn't give up much. She gave up the edge. I expect Renee to just thin the 5, push it to the rail, and try to send the cue ball anywhere. I mean, you'd really like to get it bottom rail and out and use the 8, but then it's harder to control the 5. You don't want to push it in front of the side. Oh, I think she tried to make the 5. She tried to back cut it. But that was tough. That was really tough. Now Leah with a tough 5-ball here, and the cue ball looks like it wants to go into the 9. Yep, it did, but she got a great bump off it. Now she got a great look at the 6. But neither player's had natural angles here. I mean, this is not a good angle for the 8. I mean, it goes on the side, but it's thin. Now getting over for the 9 is not automatic. You got to hit this pretty firm at a kind of a steep angle. Oh, well done. And she's going to have a look at the 9. She would have liked a little bit of a easier look for a Hill 9-ball opening set, you know. Nerves are usually very high earlier in the day. This is very tough. And Leah gets it done. And Testas Typhoons takes the opening point. And we're going to take a brief break. Testas Typhoons 1-0 on the day. And we'll be back with you shortly.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for.
I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, or the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm, because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you tried hard enough, you're bound to come out on top, just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh, God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit this shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you try hard enough, you're bound to come out on top, just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are set number 2 of the day out of 6. There will be 6 sets played today. This is set number 2. And we have, for Testas Typhoons, we have Captain Erica Testa and Farrah Kirk. And for Hurricane Hurleys, we have Captain Jocelyn Hurley and Jen Sylvester. They're going to be playing Scotch doubles, 8-ball, race to 5. So we had a great opening match, Hill Hill Thriller. And Testas Typhoons took it down 5-4. Take the opening set of the day in a 1-0 lead in this race to 7 set format. It's a 2-day format, today and tomorrow. It starts at 3 o'clock both days here at Rax in Vernon, Connecticut. Stop down if you're in the area. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. I know a lot of people enjoy YouTube. It's a lot easier to put on a TV at home and watch. So Jen makes a 9 there, but it does not count on the break. It is a called 9 format. Wait a minute. Why did I have 8-ball? Okay, I'm sorry. It's a 9-ball. Sorry about that. But we are playing 9-ball Scotch doubles. So Erica at the table has a look at the one, but it's not very easy. She's looking at maybe a 1-6-9 combo to the bottom right corner. Maybe the 1 ball does not pass the 6, and it's a free shot at the 9. Yeah, she went in on it. Oh, found the drink though. Found a scratch in the side pocket. So Jen with ball in hand. Not a bad opportunity to try to 3-foul because she could have played a lockup safe by the 2. Well, she was playing safe, I believe. Or she miscued. Maybe she was playing the 1 and miscued. Not sure what happened there, but something happened. Now, Farrah got to look at the 1, but jacked up over the 2. Hard to get a good shot at the 2 next. Very tough Yeah, that was very tough. So Jocelyn had a back cut at the one on the side, but it was tough. And she missed it and gave up a look here. Oh, watch out, 9-ball. Yeah, that was tough. And now this is going to be a tough kick. I don't really see any easy paths. Any natural paths, at least. The 2-railer in the top left corner doesn't look good. The 1-rail kick on the left doesn't look good. So we have some company in the booth. How are we doing tonight?
Good. Manda Susi here. How's everybody doing online?
So, what'd you think about the team match?
The team matchup was a lot of fun. There was a lot of nerves between everybody, so it was just about kind of shaking it off and feeling the table, see how it's playing.
Yeah, pretty common to see opening set nerves in the first set. That first game, first set, first point's always the toughest to win. The first and the last.
Yep. Sure is. I know I made mistakes in my first rack and second rack. Some of my saves could have been better, but I definitely found the speed of it to get them on point.
Now, Erica's got a 1-rail kick here at the 3. It's tough, but if she makes a good hit, she's got a good chance of pocketing the 3. And hit it. Made a good hit, but hit it pretty thin. Gave up a look here. Now, Jen's got a good look at the 3.
Hi, Steven. Love having Emily here. She is awesome. She had a monster run out. I hope you saw it.
So this is tough. Jocelyn's got to look at the top left, but it's a tough look. Now, if she does make it, they'll probably have a pretty good look at the 5 next, but this is a very tough shot to make. A little bit outside there. And it looks like she's going to give up a shot at the bottom left corner. But cue ball real close to the rail, so that makes it a lot tougher.
I've seen Farrah rifle these ones right in.
Yeah.
Played with her last year on Team Testa. She's got a nice confident shot.
A great shot there.
Yep. She set up Erica fairly well. I mean, it doesn't look like it's dead straight in. So she might have a little bit of an angle, and she's probably just going to draw this back.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if she falls a little short or overdraws it, she should have a look at the 6 on the side or the corner. So, should be okay. See, overcooked it.
Wow, power draw.
Yeah, overcooked it a little bit there. But she's going to have a look at the corner, but this is really tough. Close to the rail, long and straight. Oh, great shot.
I'm telling you, this girl has a rifle.
That was a great shot.
She has such a confident stroke on those.
Yeah, that was a very nice confident stroke. And now Erica can pocket the 7 and go off the bottom short rail for shape on the 8. Yep, just like that.
Stay out of that side.
Yep, and this is a beautiful position here and can bridge it nice and comfortably off the rail. Pretty much pocket the 8, just a little bit of follow, use the top rail. Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, they made short work of that rack. And just like that, Team Testas Typhoons strikes first, 1-0.
That was a beautiful break.
Yep, hit those well.
Kind of sitting on the one. Yeah, it's alternating break. And they gotta, since it's partners, they also have to alternate between the partners.
Now this 2-9's pretty dangerous here. It's kind of a race to the 2-ball.
Yeah, I can see Erica playing a safe here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna putt that one to the top rail and send the cue ball back down by somewhere between that 4-9.
Yeah, 2 rails, yep. With some right-hand English, maybe.
Uh-oh. Well,
Look at this. Look at this.
Looking good.
Yep, good shot there. Yeah, this is dangerous. If you don't make a good hit on the one here and you give up all in hand, it could be a short rack.
Yep. Yeah, where the 2 sits, I'd just be happy with any kind of hit on the one, and you know, even if you give up a shot on the one, at least it's not going to be ball in hand. That's what you don't want to do.
Yeah, really important. Just at least make a good hit here.
Looks like she's going a little high on this.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Nice.
Great shot
And
there.
she made her shot. Now let's see her partner.
Let's see that one again. 2 rails from the behind the one and the side.
That was nice.
Great shot.
All right, so Jocelyn's got an edge of that 2. And this is just a good shot to just putt it and let that 2 come off the rail, and you can put that cue ball on the other side of that 6-4, and even if you leave an edge, it's not going to be a great shot. A little hard. Right idea. Right path.
Yeah, it looks like she's going to give up a look here, too. But now...
Well, the 2-9 combo's not in play now, so
right.
that's the best part.
And the 4-ball's in a pretty tricky spot, too. It's not an easy out at all, so she did her job. Look at
that
this.
was a great stroke.
Yeah, look at this. If she gets beyond the 6...
She got it.
Yep. Great shot there. Now, this is a super tough shot. You got to thin cut the 4. You got to go back and forth.
Yeah, she's got to come back right in the path she's on.
You got to miss the 6-ball. This is super tough.
Oops. Oh, she got the 6, though.
Uh-oh.
She made her shot.
Yeah, this is left a little to be desired. You got to look, I guess, for a safe here. I don't see any offense. Uh-oh. Oh,
that was scary.
Yeah, we're back. So she went in on the bank, and the nice thing about that bank, as long as it doesn't sit in front of the side, is you normally end up safe as long as the 4 doesn't sit in front of the side. And it looks like she got unfortunate here. Now that 8-ball can be in the way. Okay, so left her partner a real thin cut here. This is no hanger.
Yeah, but the beauty of this shot here, where the 8-ball is you can just slice this 5 in, and as long as you keep that cue ball going back and forth on the same, same line,
you're gonna get a look
you're
somewhere.
gonna have some kind of a shot on
Yeah. Yep.
Oops. A little bit of
Uh-oh. And
biscuits.
Whitey found the side pocket there. And great opportunity for Team Testa here. For Testa's Typhoons.
So when we play partners like this, you can talk to your partner, your teammate throughout the entire thing.
Unlimited talking.
Yep.
But the shot clock is bearing down on you, so you got to be careful with the talking. It has to be short and quick, and can't waste too much time. Yep,
40 seconds each shot. You get an extension if you need it. It's a great setup. In all honesty.
Oh, got a little straight here. Would have liked to have rolled forward about 2-3
Yeah.
inches to give her an angle to come down to the 9. Might be able to cheat the pocket, maybe a little low left. Oh, great
Wow.
shot. Great shot. Spun it in, low left, and gave her partner about as good a position as she could have. And great shot there, and Testas Typhoons takes a 2-0 lead. All right, Jocelyn to break, and she hit those super square. 6 ball on the side, nope. Good break, but up and down. So she might be able to play the 1 off the 6 on the side. Yeah, I think that's what she was trying, and she found it off the 7 ball. And this is a tough shot. It's makeable, but it's tough. Long. And she hit it pretty good, but hung it. And it might have got a little funny on the bottom rail. Jen could kick at it if she can't cut it in.
About to have a wicked coughing fit, so I'm going to step up.
So Farah cuts the 2 in. Great shot there. And looks like Erica's lining up this 3-9 combo. Lays pretty good. It's a tough shot, but lays pretty good. Look at this shot. Great shot there to take a 3-0 lead. Let's take another look at that one. Phenomenal shot. Great shot. Center cup. And just like that, Testas Typhoons takes a 3-0 lead. So Farah to the table, shot at the 1. And it was tough. She was kind of jacked up. And it looks like the 1 might go to the bottom left corner. She could play safe behind the 7 if the 1 doesn't pass the 5. Has a couple options. Oh, great shot. Now, is she going to get a look at the 2? Yeah, a little close to the work there. So Jen's going to have to play safe. Probably thin the left side of the 2 and use the 6 as a blocker. real soft and gentle, just nice little thin cut. And looks like maybe, oh, she was trying to use the 7, I see, with the cue ball, yeah. Almost buried her. Might be able to make it, but if not, play safe. Could use a 9, you could use a 6, could use both. Oh, great shot there. Really got her real tight behind the 9. So Jocelyn's gonna have to kick bottom rail. I think that's her only option. She can go straight at the ball, or she could go 2 rails behind it. Either one. She looks like she's going 1 rail straight at the 2. Great hit. Did her job. So Farah looks like she's eyeing up the 2 in the bottom right. Tough shot. Tough to have a good look at the 5 next as well. But looks like she's gonna get away with it pretty good. And looks like they're gonna have a pretty good look at the 2 here. So I think Erica's gonna play the 2 top right, try to hold for the 4 in the bottom left. It's tough to hold because it's a little thin. You have to either slow spin it with low right, or you have to go back and forth. She could play for the 4-9 combo next. Yeah, that was the right move. Just slow spin it in, hold for the 4. Now 4 to the 5's tough. The angle's appears to be going away from the 5. Yeah, so she just cinches the 4. And Erica, she could try to play the 5 in the top left, but it looks like the 7's blocking the 6 to be shot in the same pocket next. So now it looks like she's going to wisely play safe and shoot the 5 before the side pocket and maybe try to get it up table behind the 7 or the 6. It's tough, but let's see what she does here. Yeah, good shot there. So Jocelyn might be able to see the edge. She can't make it. Oh, makes a good hit. She was playing 3 rail safe and using the 7-6 as a blocker, and the cue ball went through the 5 and found the pocket. So now Erica and Farah are gonna have ball in hand. Now the 6 ball is the main concern here. If it passes a 7 ball or not. So she's telling her go up table for the 6 on the side, so it must not pass the 7. But this is not the ideal path to go all the way up table. Oh, okay, so it must pass the 7. Okay, I see. So they changed what they were talking about. So this is tight. She could play safe behind the 7 if she wants. She could roll up on it softly if she's not comfortable with the 6. That's what she did. And I don't know. I think she got it. She might have given up an edge. It might be too thin to make the 6. I'm not sure here. She'd get a little unfortunate if she gave up a clean look at the 6, but she might have. Oh, she did. And Jen made a great shot there. And now Jocelyn has a pretty good look at the 7. She has an angle. She's got some work to do with the cue ball to give Jen a good look at the 9, though. This is not easy. It's not that she's worried about making the 7. It's giving her partner a good look at the 9 is the tough part there. And she got her very far down table. It's just kind of on the 45-yard line there, but it's makeable. It's a little bit of a stretch. It's thin. There's not too many scratches you have to worry about. It's pretty much focus on making the ball, but it's tough. It's long. It's stretching. And great shot there, Jen. And that brings us to 3-1. All right, Jen to break. So far, not too many balls going in off the break. They're hitting them square, but just balls aren't finding the hole. So Farrah can see the 1. Maybe not. Is she kicking at it? Okay, so she couldn't see it. She kicked at it. Makes a good hit. So Jocelyn can see the 1. She can play it in the bottom left, but the cue ball's real wild. There's a big corner down there in the bottom right scratch. It can go off a couple balls. And danger, danger. So Jen's going to have to play it safe here. Really not much offense. Jess, thanks for liking the stream.
Looks like that'll work.
Yeah, it looks like that 3 ball just got in the way. Looks like Erica can go rail first.
Yeah, she likes these shots too.
Yeah. Now, it's going to be tough to get safe. She might be trying to masse and make the 2, because it is tough to kick safe here. Yeah, she tried to make it. And look at this 5 ball. Might have given up a window, I don't know. But it's no bargain, even if she did.
The way she's lining up, yeah, there's a window.
Yeah. Maybe even go after the 2-9 in the bottom left corner.
I think she can see that much of it.
Yeah, either
she's looking at
she's
it.
hoping she can either make the 2 clean or play the 2-9 combo.
Playing the 2-9, that's what she just lined up for. Yeah, she can see enough of it. It's a good try.
Yeah, why not, you know? And she didn't give much up. But now look at the
3-9.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
That 3-9 is super dangerous now.
Oh boy, can Farrah jump? I can't remember. I think she can.
We're gonna find out. Oh,
Yep.
looks like she's massing.
No. Oh yeah.
A little masse. Look at this.
She made it.
Look
That
at
was
this.
brilliant.
But now, let's take another look at that. Little masse. Back cuts the 2 in the top right. But the cue ball's found itself behind the 5 here.
Does she have an edge of it, though?
Yeah, if she has the edge, she could play the combo, or she could jump the edge of the 5, or she could try to masse and make the 3-9 combo. She could even kick off the left long rail if she wants. It's okay if you miss the 3 as long as you like hit the 9 and move something. But if you have the edge, it'd be nice to play the 3-9 right here. Oh,
no.
Makes a great shot, and the cue ball hits the 7 and scratches. Let's take another look at this one. Makes a great 3-9.
Yeah, got that unfortunate bump off that 7. Now, the thing to remember, you still have to call the 9. So, I mean, yeah. I've saw some sets last season where people forgot to call it. I even forgot to. I knew I had a good chance at making the 9 on one of my shots, and I didn't call it.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Yeah,
so.
that's pretty common. We see that quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
Erica's not going to forget. She was hammering it into us last year.
Yeah. Jocelyn with a good look here at the 4. Got to be careful she doesn't stitch Jen behind the 7. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Ran into the 7 to prevent stitching her behind it.
Yep, that was a great stroke.
But this is tough. She's got to make the 5 with a bunch of high English and come down, and the 7, the 9 are really big blockers for the 6.
Touch of right hand English on this. Just to
Yeah.
straighten it out.
Yep.
That was
Uh-oh.
pretty nice.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Yeah, that side pocket hurt her there.
Yeah.
If she had, she was good if she didn't hit that point.
That was unfortunate. Last year we had magnets in the pockets. I mean, we were scratching like crazy. And now
Yeah.
I'm seeing him like this happening where it's hitting points and bouncing out. I'm not mad about it. But...
Right. Well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's right.
So Jocelyn looks like she's going to have to kick 1 or 2 rails to this right long rail. Came up a little wide there. So now Erica and Jen, I'm sorry, Farrah and Erica are going to have ball in hand. Looks like she's going to play shape for the 7 on the side.
And overcooked it just a little bit.
Yeah, this got a little tricky.
Yeah, it's close to the rail. I mean, the fear on this shot is, are you going to bump the 9? And if you are, like, how fat or thin are you going to bump it?
Right.
It's hard to avoid that.
She'd like to jack up and avoid the 9, but then you're you're kind of, it's hard to go towards the 8.
Wow.
Great shot there. And now Farrah's going to have a cut at the 8 here. Position on the 9 is not automatic, but it will provide a shot somewhere. The 9 goes in all the pockets, so if you make the 8, you'll have a shot somewhere. And well done there. And Erica's going to have a pretty good look here at the bottom left. You do have to be a little bit mindful of a scratch cross-side. Great shot, and that cue ball looks safe.
Ooh, that was close.
Just
smiling.
And just like that, Testas Typhoons on the hill, 4-1. All right, so 4-1. Testas Typhoons in the lead here. They're up 1-0.
I like the safe on this shot.
Yeah, behind the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the cue ball behind the 9. And that's what she
Yep,
went for, and
that's what
she
she went
hit
for.
it, and
It was a little firm, but it still paid off.
yep, she got there.
Yep. That 2, I mean, you got to play that Carom.
Yeah, 2-6 carom.
Yeah. And where she was at, the safe was the definite bailout. And I can see Erica possibly playing a safe here as well, or if she's going to go that way. Okay. All right.
Makes a good hit there.
Yep.
But gave up a look at the 1.
Yeah, and it's on the good side. It depends on if you come off that 7 or you miss the 7 on what's going to happen here. And it's so long. I know it's a bar box, but it still feels like it's a forever away shot. Yep. That was the fear. How do you come off that 7? She's looking at sending that cue ball up table.
Yeah, using the 4, 8, 9.
Yep.
Bank
Absolutely.
the 2 out
Yep.
to like center table,
Big wall
bottom
there.
rail. Yeah, she wanted that 2 ball to jump more off the rail. The 6 took some momentum off of it.
Yep. That 5-9 though.
Yeah, it looks like it's a race to the 5 ball here. That 9 ball's been in play almost every rack.
Right.
I think when you stepped out, there was a 2-9 carom played or 2-9 combo played. All right, so here we go. Good looking shot at the 2. 3 ball looks like it passes the 7, but it's tight. 4 ball could go in either side pocket, probably the left one would be the preference. So they're talking about something. No volume. Joanne, there should be volume. Check your audio setting. She can't hear me if she says no volume.
Uh-oh, don't get behind that. There's volume.
So Jocelyn with a look at the 3 ball here.
Oh, good speed on that. That was a good play.
And Jen with a look at the 4 wants to give Jocelyn shape at the 5-9. Got to watch out for the side pocket, the 8 ball. There was some stuff to be worried about there.
Yeah, she wanted to stay below it, so she had to play that with some top and inside. But
What do you do here? I think...
send the 4 ball up table.
Yeah, I think you leave the
Play.
cue ball down here and you
Yep,
kind of
down by
bank
that
the 4
diamond.
up table.
Oh, you're drawing over there on that one. Yes.
It might
that.
even disrupt the 5-9 if you hit it firm. But basically that same shot. This is tough. Long and straight. The angle's going away from the 5-9 up table. Pretty close to the rail. This is pretty tough. I don't think we're going to see a 5-9 combo if they make this.
I mean, you can still push this in pretty good and play it with some top right, and you don't need much right, and you can play a good force follow shot. You're on the rail. You're playing this with follow. You have no choice.
And misses the 4, and I think Farah's going to have a bank at it.
Yeah.
Cue ball might go into the 9 and disrupt the 5-9. Sure did. And looks like she got away with it. So I think Jen's going to have to kick behind the 4. There are a couple ways to get safe on this kick shot. If you kick it soft, you can get behind the 5. If you hit it perfect, but it's a pretty tough shot. I'd be more concerned about just making a good hit. Oh, she had an edge of it.
Yeah, more than a bit than I thought, too. But look how she left it.
Yeah, good leave.
It's like Erica has an edge of it, too, but she's looking at the kick.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem with the edge is the cue ball wants to track towards that bottom right corner. She has it, so she's going to kick from behind it 1 rail. And if she hits it really full, She might even get the cue ball behind like the 5, but she's got to make sure she gets a rail. She can't hit it too soft.
Ooh.
And she gets a rail, makes a good hit. Jocelyn's going to have a thin cut on the 4 in the top left corner. I'd like to see her use some low left here. Try to pull back down table for the 5 in the side next.
Yeah, looks like she's playing it top. My fear would be running into that 9 and getting behind it.
Yeah. Oh, great shot to pocket the ball.
Perfect. That was nice.
And now she's leaving Jen. A similar shot, a little longer, a little tougher probably. If she makes it, I expect Jocelyn to have a good look at the 6. That 8 ball could do something funny though.
Oh, that was so pretty. Yep, that 8 ball definitely got in the game, but it looks like she still has a good edge.
Yep, think she's all right here.
All right, girls, let's go. Team Hurley.
So I'd like to see her pocket the 6 and go 2 rails out for the 8 ball in the same pocket next.
Absolutely.
A little bit of left-hand English. Just like that. Overcooked it a little bit, but still a pretty good look. Now, Jen, I don't know if she's going to go forward with follow or with some draw.
Punch it with some center. Oh, she went forward.
She went forward.
That works.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Getting some momentum here.
This is
Rolled that in nicely too.
Yep. Pretty good look here, but definitely not a hanger. A little bit of distance, back cut it a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely some pressure on this shot.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely mounting. So I think she's talking about, will I scratch in the top left if I just go forward? Do I have to use draw to avoid the scratch? So it's good that they take their time and talk about it. You don't want to rush it. This is a big shot here.
Call your extension.
Shot clock winding down, so
Extension.
Yeah.
Extension. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Extension called. Big shot here. Great shot there, Jocelyn, and that brings us to 4-2.
Yeah.
All right, Jocelyn to break. Trailing 4-2. Trying to get her team back in it here. Pockets a 6 on the side.
Look at the spread.
Yeah, ball's laying pretty good here.
Yeah. Jen is so excited about this.
So she's eyeing up the bottom right corner, I believe. Maybe the side, but I think the bottom right corner. And not going to get away with it.
Who's going to like this shot? Oh, it's Farrah walking into this one. Farrah will like this one. She's got a good stroke for this, too.
And look where the 2 ball is. So if she makes it, should have a pretty good look at the 2.
You don't want to play this too soft. You want to play this hard enough where that 4 is going to move and you don't freeze on it.
Yeah. And it doesn't lock up with a 9.
Right.
That 9 might even
4 to push.
That 9 might even shoot to the bottom left corner if she hits it firm. Probably not. It's probably going to go to the bottom rail. If she puts draw on it, it'll shoot to the bottom left. Yeah, it did go to the bottom rail.
I think she was a little unsure of that one. She kind of just...
Yeah, I think she was concerned about where the cue ball was going to end up.
Yeah.
So Jocelyn has a cut here at the 1. Got to be careful with the cue ball, though. If she overcooks it, that 4 ball is going to get in the way.
Overcooks it. I like that term.
You like that?
I do.
Now, she tried to spin it in to try to kill momentum on the cue ball to hold for the 2, and that caused her to hit the 1 a little fat. So now Erica's going to have a great opening look at the 1. Wants to get the cue ball about to where it is now.
Yeah, I think anywhere past the spot, it looks good. She was just checking on that, seeing on how far up she has to be.
Yeah.
At a minimum. Ooh.
Look at this.
Okay,
Oh,
overcooked.
my
That one
gosh.
is overcooked burnt biscuits right there.
That was like a trick shot, a little force follow.
Right.
And it masses around everything.
Man. I mean, that was really pretty to watch, but
Yeah.
unfortunate.
So Jen thinking 3 fouls maybe.
Yeah.
And she could really lock her up here.
Yep.
To get team
Glue
Testa on
that
2.
cue ball on that 4. Glue it.
Now she wanted to take away this left long rail.
Yep.
And I don't know if she did or not.
Stuck on the other side of the 4, it would have worked, but she's got a visual on this, and they actually have a good chance.
Call the 9. Call the 9.
Yep.
Call the 9 right here. If you go rail first and thin the 2.
Oh, that 9 could go over here too. Oh my gosh! Did she call it? She called it?
I don't know if it was...
She didn't call it.
Oh, am I too late for the replay? I don't know. Oh, she should have called it.
Yep, she didn't call it. This is one of those times you see a chance that 9 ball goes flying. Call that sucker.
If it's free, call it.
Right.
You know?
It doesn't hurt you, and even if you crap something else and you get to keep shooting, but
Yeah.
that 9, you got to be, solid with your plan on it.
So Jocelyn just rolls up on the 2.
That's a tough shot. I don't want you take it.
Yeah. I didn't really see too much opportunity there.
No.
So it looks like Eric's going to thin it. Just got to go up table and use the 4 ball as a blocker.
Yep.
Pretty delicate shot here. You got to really thin it with some right hand English. But the 8 ball kind of blocks the 2, even if you give up a piece of it.
She's really good at these shots. She plays a lot of 8 ball, and so her safety play is really good. She's
Yeah, she's got a nice touch.
Yeah, she is more of a defensive player than an offensive player. Her safety game is right there.
Yeah, if you enjoy...
She held me back from chomping at the bit last season.
If you enjoy 8 ball and you play it well, your safety game has to be good.
Yeah. I don't mean held me back as in didn't make me play good. She held me back from trying to be so aggressive, and she's like, no, just play the safe. You're good. Just play the safe. I'm like, all right, boss.
All right. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Maybe they shot out of turn.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Oh, no.
Potential shot ski out of turn. Maybe not. Maybe the ref was wrong. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe it was something totally not turn related. Maybe it was just something, I don't know what that was. Maybe extension related. I don't know. No, not sure. But no harm, no foul. Looks like they're continuing on. Sometimes the shot clock malfunctions. Maybe he said,
Yeah.
hey, just hold on for the shot clock. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, that happens when we were going through the meeting. It had a little glitch.
great
Nice.
shot.
Very nice.
Great touch there. Great. Look at that. That was perfect. Held up. Gave her a beautiful look at the 4 on the side here. Farrah's pretty much just got to roll this in. Just be delicate. Yep. And now Erica's got a little angle. Pop out for the 7.
Yep, she left her a great angle.
Tom Shine Big Dog in the chat. What's up, buddy? Says he loves Erica's shirt.
It's from Buster's, I believe. From New Hampshire.
Farrah pockets 7 with the bridge. Erica's got a pretty good look at the 8 here. She'd like to use some low right and draw back. Somewhere around here would be great. You don't have to get perfect, though.
Just not on the rail.
Yeah, and she's probably going to leave her pretty close to the rail,
no.
so that's why she powered up and tried to
Yeah.
really get her off that rail.
Yeah, she jumped up on that one.
And Jocelyn with a nice look here at the 8.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see her use some left-hand English and go forward like 3 rails and either this way or you can go thinner and around this way. Either one. But oh, also she went to draw and she would have had left her partner really good,
Yeah.
but she missed the 8.
These pockets are not forgiving. I know it's a smaller table, but I'm telling you what, they still play tight. It's a diamond.
Tom asking who's in the booth with me. It's Amanda Susi.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
And misses the 8, but not a bad leave.
Alright, this is a tough shot. Okay, who's shooting this one? This is tough.
Yeah, this is really
I honestly
thin.
like the safe on that one.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's
just pushing the cue ball into the 8 and just leaving it there
look
on
at
it.
look at this safety
But
play.
damn, I mean that's option 2. I like option 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that was perfect. I don't even think she has the edge. I think she
No.
has to just kick off the top rail.
Yep.
Now this 8 ball can track to the side or the corner. It definitely is going to be going towards one or the other, most likely. Even if she hit it full, it might thin the 9 and go to the bottom left corner. So, got this, some good things could happen here. That side, see,
That
I
side,
knew it was going to be
that's
close
huge.
to something.
Oh man, and it hit that point too, so it stayed up table.
Yeah.
If it hadn't hit that point, she would have had the 8 in the side after.
Right.
Close to it or a bank, but I mean, I kind of like this one a little bit better. Uh-oh.
Not a bad leave.
No.
This is tough. I mean, you can make the 8, but it's tough to leave your partner a very easy 9 ball.
Well, she's on the rail in a good place where she can play it with some draw, a little bit of bottom, and yeah, she came over for the 9, very nice, but
So Jen with a look at the 8 in the side. Probably going to look to play the cue ball 2 or 3 rails around for the 9.
I like not holding back on this one here. Let out a good full stroke and
Ooh. Little tentative there.
yeah.
So Erica's going to have a good look at the 8 in the top right corner. Try to hold the cue ball so her partner can play the 9 in the top right corner next. Difficult shot. Lot of distance. Got to be careful you don't draw into the side, but that shouldn't be too much of a concern. Oh, she went the other way.
Back cut on that.
Kind of surprised.
I am shocked.
Yeah, I'm very surprised on that.
I wasn't sure. It didn't look right, and that's why. Well, Jocelyn has another chance at romance here, and I love this.
But work to be done with the cue ball here. You got to go forward and back.
Yeah, I like the forward on this one.
Want to get to about that right side pocket.
Very nice.
Look at this. What a great shot that was.
Textbook.
Yeah, heart of the pocket and left Jen a pretty good look at the 9 here. Jen makes a great 9 ball there, no scratch, and that brings us to 4-3. All right, Erica to break with a 4-3 lead. Trying to take a 2-set advantage here for her team. And look at that break. Makes the wing ball, makes the 1 ball, but no look at the 2. Shark Stream Fan Club, thanks for liking the stream. Still going to find out who you are someday. They're anonymous. The Shark Stream Fan Club. Nobody knows. Supposedly nobody knows who's behind it, but I think a couple people know. I'm going to get it out of them one day. So Jen with not much to do here on the 2. She could draw the cue ball down behind the 8.
I like the safe where you're almost playing like the Z-Bank, puts 2 down table and send the cue ball back up table and just put in space.
All right. And that's not going to work.
She went for the actual bank.
Yeah, that's not going to work. That's going to give up a pretty good look at the 2 here. And all these balls...
It's an out.
Yeah, this is potentially a run-out type of layout. Tom asking what's the race. So all sets are a race to 5, and it's a race to 7 sets. It's a 2-day event. And there'll be 6 sets played today. Carlton Beach, thanks for liking the stream. And this is set number 2 of the 6 sets that'll be played today. And Team Testas Typhoons is up 1-0. Ooh, Farah.
Little firm.
Yep. She was trying to really get that cue ball out for the 5, and that caused her to miss a 3. And now great opportunity for Hurricane Hurleys here.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, great stroke there. Nice and confident.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell the girls, like, even though we're playing on a smaller table, because most of us are 9-foot table players, like, still just let out a good stroke, and, you know, if you have to go the extra rails, go the extra rails. Can't try to hold back on this, and that was phenomenal. That was really pretty. Oh, she rolled that so nice.
Now, this ball might go clean in the side, it might go off the 7. You could even maybe bank it cross-side, but that's a little wild. I think playing the 6 just straight into the side is the move here.
Yeah, my fear if you play it off the 7, that 7's going to go down behind that 9.
Oh, great shot.
That was
now, this is a little funny.
This is the tester.
Yeah, you can't play the corner because of the scratch.
Right.
And I don't know if you could back cut this one in the side. And even if you can, you might have to hit it so thin that you can't get out of the scratch in the bottom left. This might be that one funny area where you don't have either pocket. So she went for the side. She didn't scratch. So that's good.
She is leaving a long shot.
Yeah, this is no hanger.
The tester for Testa.
Yeah, now, fortunate for her, if she does pocket it cleanly in the top right, she should have pretty natural position for the 8-ball in the top left next. 2 rails out of the top left corner. Maybe put a little bit of left-hand English on this. Great shot.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice and smooth. Great shot there. And they're going to look to try to run out here and steal this set 5-3. But still a little bit of work to be done. And sorry about that little occasional blackout screen there, guys. But
rolling blackouts, that's all.
Yeah. And this is for the set to try to take a 2-0 lead on the day. And Team Testa, led by the captain, gets it done, and they take a 2-0 advantage. Amanda, thanks for joining me in the booth.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll see some more of you.
Yeah, I'll come back later.
And guys, we'll be...
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0, and if you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the will can outdo the skill. And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man just to see him so determined.
I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game.
I am the greatest. Hard f***ing work. You put it in, you believe in it, you will succeed.
Everything was done to try to learn how to become a better basketball player. Everything. And so when you have that point of view, then literally the world becomes your library to help you become better at your craft.
Some of the best athletes, the greatest athletes in the world, do things when they're uncomfortable.
You just have to stay calm because it's not finished to the last point, no matter how close you get. I've been working so hard all my life to be here, and I was determined to get this.
You gotta start from way down the bottom. You gotta let it grow up with you. And if you're successful and you try hard enough, you're bound to come out on top. Just like these boys have come to the top now.
Mentally, we have a vision, we have a finish
that we have to attain, and sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired, and I think it's the test of your will to succeed.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but it was still a kid with a dream and a belief in himself.
I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved.
We have money, we have everything, we have fame. But the most important thing is the family. Keep your family healthy, good, and take care of your family, because this is the most important thing in the world.
Failing to prepare was preparing to fail. The night before a game, I ate the same food. I went to bed at the same time. I got up, I ate the same breakfast. Some people call it superstition, but it's a routine.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope.
Because you might be actually not feeling great physically or mentally, you're drained, but the confidence somehow gets you through. And when you don't have confidence, that's then when you have to sort of trust all the hard work you've done, and you have to keep on working hard so success comes back.
I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist.
Set yourself a definite goal and work hard toward that goal, and don't let anything or anyone stop you in the process, no matter what it is.
I didn't really care about the standings or, the perception of my style or whatever, as long as I could keep learning these new tricks. And so as I was successful in competition and winning a lot of the events, my job was just to keep getting better.
All of you, I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
People perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B.
We were down 1-0. If you walked into our locker room at halftime, you thought we were up 3-0.
Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough.
You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire and who you can influence.
I'm not going to go out and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it.
You have to fail in order to climb that ladder.
You are fighting the greatest fight of all times.
And I fought because I knew it was not doomed to be a losing fight. It couldn't be a losing fight.
As long as you believe in what you're doing and you're doing things you love to do, then you can go out there and be the best at it. And that's, that should give you a lot of enjoyment, fulfillment in your life.
Always keep an open mind that there's something out there for each and every one of you. And it's up to you to go out there and find your niche.
You learn just to stick with it. I mean, there's lots of days where you don't really feel like doing it, or you don't feel like grinding it out, and you got to do it. Those are the highs and lows of being an athlete, and if you want to feel those highs, you got to go through those lows every now and then.
This time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. This day when you get up and you know what, you have a training today, you know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time, to being there for your teammates, to listening to your coaches, it's a responsibility that you have when you're playing with a group, that you have to hold your end of the bargain.
When you have to make a putt, you make a putt. You have to hit the shot, you hit the shot. You just sort of like drop into another zone, and you block out everything.
Sometimes the wheel can outdo the skill, and And sometimes a fella's will is stronger than the man who's actually better physically, and the determination weakens the other man.
All right, guys, here we go. Match 3 of the day of 6 matches total that'll be played. We have Crystal Heath for Testas Typhoons against Jen Sylvester for Hurleys. Hurricane Hurleys would really like to stop the bleeding and get on the board here. They don't want to go down 3-0. But as we've all seen from these events in the past, no lead is safe. We've seen a lot of teams take big leads, and then on day 2, the other team comes storming back for the win. So just like any other format, it's really not how you start, it's how you finish. Tracy Lakis and Elise Valancourt, thank you very much for your donations. It's greatly appreciated. Please like and share the stream. Send a donation if you can. If you can't, a like and stream is greatly appreciated. So I'm not entirely sure what's causing that blackout every once in a blue moon. It has something to do with the way we broadcast this 7-foot diamond. The tables aren't, the cameras aren't hardwired in, so there's like a restreaming thing going on, and I think it has something to do with that, but hopefully it doesn't become an issue and it's just a quick little blackout every once in a while. So Jen to break. So Crystal at the table and not much to shoot at. Yeah, not much she could do there. This could be a long rack. Balls are pretty congested. Yeah, Steven, not the, I don't know if it was the rack or the break, but they definitely did not spread well. Could definitely make for a long rack. Jen with a nice shot there on the 7. She looks like she's got a shot at the 2 in the top left corner. Oh, great shot there by Jen. And she, continuing her out here, she might have gotten frozen to the 8. I don't know if she's got the 3 still. If not, she could kick at the 3. I think she fouled there. I think she was kicking at the 4. I'm not sure. The ref was in the way. Dave was happened to be in the way. So I guess she might have clipped the 4, made a good hit. And Crystal, not too much to work with. Jen's going to have a look at the 4, maybe the 3 also, but her 6 ball is in big trouble. Pockets of 4. Looks like she might have a look at the 3 now. It's close. No, body language says no. Might have to kick behind it. You kick either way. She's going to kick from behind it. Alright, Crystal has a good opportunity now. Pockets that opening shot. It looks like she has the 11 in the bottom right corner now. She's going to have some options afterwards. Depends where the cue ball is. Okay, she's got the 10 in the top right. Maybe the 9 in the side. That's about it for right now. Oh, the 10 in the side as well. Probably be better off taking the corner. But then she might not have a good look afterwards, so she might be better off playing it in the side if it goes. Yep, she did. And now she's going to have a look at the, I believe that's the 14 in the bottom left corner. But long and straight, it's going to be tough to have a good look here. Looks like she might have came out enough for the 15 in the top left. Or the 9 in the top right. Or the 9 in the side off the 6. That might be the but oh boy. I might have to go tinker with that front computer and refresh the way it's restreaming, because that blackout screen's happening a lot more than I've ever seen it, so might have to go tinker with that real quick. It keeps doing it. So Jen's got a good look at the 6, but 3 ball's going to be tough. Oh, found the drink. And now Crystal with a great opportunity. I'd like to see her start with the 14. That's her problem ball. I'd like to see her shoot the 14 in the bottom left or the bottom right. Yep, perfect. I'd like to see her come out for the 15 next and save the 9 for last. Yep, don't want to be stuck on the rail. A little jump. Okay, she's in business here. If you make the 15, should provide you a pretty good look at the 9, as long as you don't overrun it. And needs it to slow down. Alright, she still has a back cut in the bottom right corner. Doesn't want to run into the 8 with the cue ball. Wants to use a little low right here and try to avoid it if she can. I don't know if she can or not. It's close. It's pretty thin. Yeah, so all that English trying to avoid the 8 caused her to miss the 9. It was tough. And she didn't really give up too much. So Jen went in on the bank. It was tough. Didn't really give too much up on the 9. Maybe a cross-side bank. So Jen went in on the bank. It was very tough. And now Crystal has a good look at the 9, but the 3 ball got in front of the 8. So she has a little work to do with the cue ball. Yeah, this is a little tricky. She could bank it in the top right corner. She could cut it in the bottom left corner. Looks like she's going to play to back cut it in the bottom left. Very, very difficult shot. Yeah, that was super tough. So Jen pockets a 3. Would have liked to have been a little better on this 8-ball here. It looks like she's going to have to try to cut it in the top left corner. It's a very difficult shot. Oh, look at this. Hit it great. Great shot, Jen. Let's take another look at that one. Great shot. Hit it very confidently. Nice stroke. And Jen takes the first rack for a 1-0 lead. So a little bit better break there than last time. Balls are pretty open. A little bit of a cluster around the rack area. So Jen elects to take stripes. The 10 and the 14 are going to be a concern. Those are going to have to be freed up at some point. After this match is over, I'm going to go restart the front end of the stream, and hopefully it corrects that little black cutout every once in a while. Sorry about that, guys, but and Jen, oh, just missed the bank, found the scratch, and now Crystal's going to have ball in hand. Well, Jen's got the 15 on the side. That's about it. And the 14's kind of open now, but the 6-ball's blocking it to the bottom right, so she's got a lot of work to do. The 9 and the 4 is tied up. Got a lot of work to do here. These balls are going to have to be moved and developed at some point. We got Stephanie in the chat rooting on Crystal. Alright, so now the balls are getting broken up a little bit. But that 3, 14, 7 is still a problem. Okay, now the balls are gonna, now they're starting to open up a little bit. Now the 14 goes in the bottom left. The 3 goes in the bottom left and can be used to free open the 7, or she could free open the 7 now with the 6. So this is tricky. I mean, you pretty much just got to make a good hit. There's not really much offense here. And you got to hope that the balls don't really open up. And it looked like a good hit. Needs a, oh, the 8 got a rail, so she's okay. Oh, I was wrong. I guess it wasn't a good hit. So Crystal, Crystal will ball in hand. And she's got a great chance to get out here. Looks like she's going to work down table, up table, and then the 8. Looks like the 1 ball next. I'd like to see her go 1, 5, 2, 8. I think if you go 1, 2, 5, 8, saving the 5 for last is could be problematic. Yeah, she agrees. She dropped down for the 5. Looks like she can pocket the 5 and miss the 8 and get to the right long rail and come back towards the 2 ball. 5 in the corner. Try to have the cue ball come, miss the 8, and go towards the 2. Just like that. Would have liked to have gotten a little closer. A little bit long and steep on this ball. Yeah. A little distance there caused her to miss. And now Jen with a good opportunity. Cut the 4 on the side. Drift down for the 9 in the bottom left. You could even draw for the bottom right, but I think it lays pretty good for the bottom left. Just got to slow roll it in. Oh, love bump. Yeah, that's a great bump. Has a beautiful angle now to pocket the 9 and come up for the 8 in the bottom right. Oh, a little bit overhit that one a little bit, but still has a good look at the 8. Just would have liked a little bit of an easier one. But she's the favorite to make it. It's not a gimme. A little bit of a back cut here. Yeah, that back cut can be a little deceiving, and that caused her to overcut it. So Crystal with a chance to steal the rack, and she's got a similar shot that Jen had, but this one might even be a little tougher. A little bit more severe of a back cut. But it is a little closer. Great shot there. As long as she doesn't scratch. Great shot. That was a very nice look at the 8. Good shot there, and that's going to tie it up 1-1. All right, Jen with a nice break, but it looks like she broke dry. Ah, that black screen. You guys see that black cutout screen too, right? That's not just me. Is that you guys see it? Like every once in a while, the screen just completely blacks out for like half a second. Or is that just on my end? Pretty sure it's on both of our ends. All right, thanks, Joanne. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go tinker with. Give me 2 seconds, chat. The stream is gonna stay live, but the picture might end for a second. Just give me 2 minutes, and I got you. I'll be right back. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. Just refreshing something here. Hopefully that's going to resolve our little occasional blackouts. So sorry about the brief inconvenience, but hopefully it's for the better of the stream long term. We'll find out shortly. All right, picking up the action in progress. 1-1, set number 3. Testas Typhoons are up 2-0 in a race to 7 format over 2 days. Saturday, Sunday, both days. Here at Rax Billiards, start at 3 o'clock. Oh my gosh, it's still doing it. That's frustrating. That is frustrating, chat. All right, Crystal. Oh man, that is just gonna drive me nuts. What is causing that? Jen with she can see the 6. Probably just gonna hit it soft. Try to stay down table. Oh, just crazy 8-ball. You know, guys, I actually I'm gonna try something in the background here. Hopefully it changes things in a second, but just bear with me for a second. Alright, we're gonna try a different browser and see what happens with this. And hopefully that changes something. So sorry about that. Trying to figure it out on the fly here, do my best. But these internet yeah, see, here we go. Different browser, still doing it. Oh man, what the heck? That is not nice. That is not good. I'm trying, chat. I'm trying. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that one and go back to the one I use all the time that usually is fine. But I don't know. I gotta Google and try to see what's going on here. So, balls are pretty wide open here. And let's see, the 7 ball's a little funny. Yeah, Wayne, it's not the computer I'm on. There's 2 computers being used, and 2 different streams being used. So that's why it's really hard to figure out what exactly it is, because there's so many different moving parts. It's not the computer I'm on and the stream I'm on. It's the other computer that's out front, kind of right by the table. So I have to go back and forth and mess with it. We did make a couple changes recently, but it only should have been beneficial, and really not sure. I've never seen that. It's not like the internet's going down. The internet's super strong and there's no issues on that. I don't know, it's strange. It's not something I've seen before. And it's pretty annoying. It's quick, which is nice. It's not like a long blackout, but it's happening so frequently. It's pretty annoying. So, Jen, looking like maybe the 15 in the side. Yeah, it was tough. It's thin. So nice shot there, but not going to have too good of a look at the 7 here. Probably just going to play safe and just roll up on it and leave the cue ball bottom rail here. Yeah, didn't have too many options. Now the 7 is higher up. It can be made from higher up table. It can be cut in either bottom corner. So it's pretty productive there. Man, what is going on with this? Crazy. So Crystal trying to run out here and tie it up 2-2. Oh, now luckily it looks like she's blocking the pocket here. Jen can, after this match is over, I'm restarting both computers, retaking everything down and back up, because this is nonsense, chat. I'm pissed. So I'm going to do my best after this match is over to reboot everything and see what the heck's going on here. Nothing changed, and it wasn't giving any issues earlier in the day, but I don't know. You know how technology is. Disappointing. So Crystal. She has a thin cut on the 10 in the side. Oh, good shot there, and she's going to have a great look at the 8 in the same pocket. And Jen's looking to knot this one up 2-2. And just like that, Jen gets out, and we're tied up 2-2. All right, Jen to break. Tied up 2-2. And a good break, but I think she came up dry. And Jen's going to step up, open table. Yeah, I was going to say, oh, it hasn't done it in a while, but I didn't want to jinx myself. And now, here it goes again. So Crystal shooting the 3 in the top right. Oh, hit that one a little full. Didn't really leave much though. Jen might be able to shoot the 11s in the top left. I don't know if there's a window between the 9, 6, 10. And she pockets that ball, has a good look here at the 10 ball on the side. Maybe the 10 ball, yeah. And then next she'll probably have the 9 or the 14 in the bottom left. 14 would be better. Overrolled it a little bit, but she still has it. If you're just tuning in, that little black flashing, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to reboot the computers in the stream after this match in between the next match. It's not something I've seen in the past, so not really sure what's going on there. I don't want to go mess with the computer too much because I don't want to disrupt the players. The computer's up front by the table. So Crystal's just gonna play safe. Try not to sell out the 9 in the side. I don't think she did. She might have given up the edge. You know, guys, I'm just going to restart everything now because this is like starting to get borderline, like just unwatchable with the black flashing. So I apologize. I'm shutting the stream down. I'm going to go reboot the computers. Should be back up in about 5 minutes or less. So sorry about that, but I'm going to do my best to fix it.